Our next speaker is Ambassador Dailey, who served as Ambassador at Large at the State Department in charge of their Counter-Terrorism Office from July 2007 to April 2009. As the Principal Advisor to the Secretary of State on international counterterrorism measures, he was responsible for taking a leading role in developing coordinated strategies to defeat terrorists abroad and in securing the cooperation of international partners around the world. Prior to that assignment at the State Department, Ambassador Dailey served over 36 years on active duty in the United States Army, reaching the rank of Lieutenant General. Please join me in welcoming Ambassador Dailey.
And finally, to my colleagues here in the dais today, distinguished men who deny a flawed foreign policy that's being executed by the United States. We are involved in a critically important mission, and I cannot think of any better teammates that I'd like and I prefer to have on this important mission. Let's all give them a hand, please. We are here today to implore the U.S. government to delist the MEK from the foreign terrorist list and to aggressively protect the residents of Camp Ashraf from any further harm. These are not small tasks since the imposition of the listing in 1997 and the U.S. protection established in 2003 by the Army, or the State Department review in 2008 of the listing, or the Iraqi attacks in Ashraf 2010 and 2011, or the initiation of the Arab Spring in 2010. But then our most recent and most audacious event, the Quds Force plan to kill the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia's ambassador to the United States in the United States at a restaurant in Washington, D.C., in our nation's capital. Can the signals be any plainer? Can the Iranian mullah's intent be any clearer? From the first opportunity of the Arab Spring phenomena to the arrogance of the Iranian diplomacy in Istanbul, for all to painstakingly observe. Why can't the world, but especially China, Russia, and the United States, see the Iranian mullahs for exactly what they really are? There is no reconciliation inside them, so the United States shouldn't try. Nuclear dominance through a growing nuclear weapons program employed by a fully mature delivery capability. We see the Iranian mullahs for exactly what they are. We can stop these desires by one simple action, and that is to delist the MEK from the Foreign Terrorist Organization list. It's not that difficult. Many members of the U.S. Senate and the U.S. House of Representatives support this action. The U.S. District Court of Appeals also supports the Department of State doing a better explanation for the listing. And in fact, the State Department still owes that answer. The United Kingdom government supports this. They have already taken the MEK off of their similar list. The European Union has delisted the MEK. They certainly support such a U.S. action. That simple delisting would also support our other reason for being here today. If the MEK were delisted, the residents of Camp Ashraf, Iraq and Iran have no legitimate reason for harassing, pursuing, or killing the residents of Camp Ashraf. Finally, the delisting will allow the MEK to openly and fully support a legitimate Iranian opposition group, one that would oppose the repressive regime in Iran, one that would adhere to the tenets of the 2004 Statement of Principles as spoken by Madam Rajavi, and they are: enjoy the rule of law and free elections, participate in the freedom of religion, deny nuclear weapons and weapons of mass destruction, enjoy the freedoms of speech and of press, participate in a complete gender equality, establish a republic, enjoy freedom of assembly, implement market economy, and participate in peaceful coexistence. No wonder the mullahs do not want the MEK delisted. That would certainly spark the second, and I submit to you, the final Arab Spring for Iran. This time the government would not be able to put it down. The Iranian people would rise like the citizens of Tunisia, Egypt, Libya, Yemen, Syria. This scares the oppressive regime in Iran. Once delisted, led by the MEK, the Iranian people will scare and stop the oppressive regime of Tehran. As Ambassador Reese and General Shelton noted, there have been some recent changes. Probably the most recent is the fact that Secretary Clinton spoke on the Voice of America, Persia. And she was asked about the delisting. And she spoke her words very, very carefully, and they were selected. But she said twice that the EU had delisted the MEK. She said twice that the United States was assessing its delisting. This is the most that she's ever said, and she said it recently. It is clear that she understands the situation, and now I am convinced she understands the fullest danger and catastrophic effect of an evil regime of Iran. I believe now she sees the value, the righteousness, legality, and critical timing to delist the MEK. For the sake of peace in the region, safety and the livelihood of the residents of Ashraf, and the lives of thousands of innocent people, she must delist the MEK now. Thank you.